Who knew this little card could cause so much chaos in the meta? Your girl, Avatar Clash.
Be real with you, I'm feeling under the weather right now, so this is gonna be a voiceover, so you won't see me on camera for the remainder of the video. But that's not the point. The point is that we're evaluating my friend Code Spats. That's his username on YouTube. We played in a tournament. It was pretty fun, and he beat me with Joltik Box just narrowly. Narrowly. I only had one more turn, but that's besides the point. We are working with this little bug today for its jolting charge attack. Basically, it's a good energy acceleration, and the Pokemon we mainly want to accelerate to are Iron Hands because of the Ampia very much attack, so we hit single prizers in order to gain an extra prize. And then we also have Pikachu EX right here with its Resolute Heart ability, so it can't be one hit KO unless you use a Slitherwing or you make it have a burn condition and then you hit it, something like that. And then we mainly use Topaz Bolt for 300 damage for 1 grass, 1 lightning, and 1 metal. So, in order to get all of that into our bench for the ideal setup, we have Miraidon right here with Tandem Unit. Sadly, we can't really do the Donk method with this deck. So, Miraidon is essentially a supplement at this point. So, we use Tandem Unit to get our Joltik or Iron Hands and etc. So other accessories to this deck Pokemon-wise include Wellspring, Mask, Ogerpon. So I was a little bit confused as to why Spaz included it, so I asked him, and he said if we struggle with getting Joltik, we could use the Sob attack in order to like stall for a bit. And also, if we could get everything, so let's just say if we were forced to go first, we could use our water energy as manual attachment. Then if we have a Crispin in our hand, we could torrential pump the bench. So let's just say a Badoo was in front, we could hit the Badoo and Ralt, or Badoo and the uh or Badoo and Dreepy. And then what if we end up doing Prime Catcher? Oh, that's gonna be deadly. So yeah, I'm gonna listen with Spats on this one. So we're going with Torrential Pump. Then other accessories, as I said earlier, we have the little Galvantula right here. So Compound Eyes, it's more powerful, and especially if we have Shocking Web. So Shocking Web, if you have an electrical energy attached, it does 80 plus damage on top of the 50, so 130. That's a very valuable in terms of getting single prizes. Then another thing I would like to add is we have Lillie's Clefairy right here with Fairy Zone. Very good for the Dragapult matchup, especially with its ability. And you don't need a full bench. Ideally, you would want a full bench in order to get like maximum damage output, but you don't necessarily need the full bench due to the Dragon type weakness. Then we got Iron Leaves right here. This is a hit or miss. Sometimes the Joltik player doesn't include it, sometimes they do include it. But the reason why I feel like it should be included is A, it's a good switch out, and B, we could easily hit the dark type attacker. So if we can't get Pikachu EX, let's just say we can't set up Pikachu EX on time, we could easily just use the energy from Iron Hands and then use Iron Leaf's Rapid Vernier ability in order to take advantage of the dark type weakness. So the main other thing I would like to include Pokemon wise is this Bloodmoon Ursaluna as a late game attacker, and I'm gonna just say this in the nicest way possible, you don't want to start with it. So either way, Bloodmoon Ursaluna, priceless card, and look at that art, very beautiful. Now, in terms of trainers that I'm gonna emphasize, Prime Catcher is our a spec of the deck. It's a good switch out, and it helps you get the target that you want. And a little transparency, Spaz included 4 Ultra Balls in his list versus I personally, as a player, I don't like 4 Ultra Ball, so I made it with a manual switch. What if I faced a mirror match with Maractus? So that's why I have a manual switch right here, but overall, that's the main thing I did in terms of doing this video. Another thing Spaz said was he would like another way to include another Area Zero because sometimes if you have the worst hand, or if you really feel like you need to extend your bench, you do need an area 0. And what if people did like a jamming tower? Then the Powerglass, which I will get to later, will not work, and that would suck for our late game process. So yeah, if there's a way to include an extra area 0 besides the 1 copy in our deck, let us know. It's always good to have improvements on the deck. Then we got our supporters. We got Arven for an item and a tool. We got Boss's orders for gusting effect. We got Crispin in order to help us accelerate energy. So, as I said earlier with the Wellspring Ogerpon, we attach a manual energy, get the Crispin, attach water and whatever, and then do the torrential pump. So that's why Crispin's very helpful besides the Topaz Bolt acceleration stuff. Then we got 1 copy of Iono for hand disruption, whether we are struggling at the beginning or we feel like the opponent needs to be hand disrupted at the end. Then we also have, this is going to be the last emphasis, we got our tools. So we have Future Booster Energy Capsule, helpful for the Iron Hands and Iron Leaves EX, so basically it helps with damage output and free retreat. Then we got the Powerglass for Pikachu, specifically for Pikachu, or if we have to unfortunately discard a lot of energy right away, we could use the Powerglass in order to energy accelerate for the following turn. Then we got Rescue Board just in case we cannot put Latias right here into play. So I hope that was a good summary of Spaz's deck. I'll put his profile like on the screen. He'll really appreciate it. He really wants to get back into the video game content, so like Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, whatever the Pokemon games are. So he would really appreciate it if you just check out his profile just for a quick few seconds. And I will appreciate it if you do that, as well as subscribing to me if you're new. So please, stick around and let's get to the matches. Okay, let's play the game. So we are up against Mamoswine, and they are setting up their bench with Buddy Buddy Poffin. We will nest ball. Well, they will nest ball, my bad. For the Larvitar, so they are playing the Tyranitar with item lock. Not totally scared. So we'll be fine, we'll be fine. But play our cards right and make sure we have everything. So we got a tandem unit for the Joltik, and it's a debate whether to do Joltik, the Iron Hands, or Pikachu. Iron Hands is good for Ampy very much potential, but at the same time, will I be able to get essentially everything I need? Because you have to also think, what if they have it like that, even though that's a highly low possibility of getting the Mamoswine, and then they have all the energy, and then they knock out my Iron Hand. So it's a low chance, but I'm gonna be cautious and just use Jolting Charge for Pikachu, like try to assemble the energy for Pikachu. And another reason why I'm gonna Nest Ball for Mew is, what if I do need a Iono? I think I do Mew. If I was me, I would do Mew or Latias. I think Latias for the free retreat, so I don't have to use my Prime Catcher right away. And I didn't get Rescue Board, so there's that sticky situation as well. So the thing that I'm gonna think about is do Latias, and we could do the Arven for Rescue Board, sure, but I'd rather have Latias just to retreat back and forth, because what if I do need to switch into other things as well? So that's the thing that I thought of. I know that did not make any sense, but we will just roll with it, please, roll with it, roll with the flow. But then again, when I'm looking at this, Future Booster Capsule can be pretty useful as well. So Rescue Board is definitely the good thing in this scenario, because I don't have Iron Thorns. I mean, not Iron Hands, and who knows if I will even use Iron Leaves, and since you have to literally retreat into Iron Leaves, that's a whole nother scenario. Like, you have to retreat Iron Leaves and then retreat again, so it's like, is it really worth it? But overall, they're switching into the Larvitar just because that indicates that they have nothing, and they will TM Evo Swinub, the one with energy, and the Pidgeotto. So we're okay. This is actually a decent battle. We got this. All we need to do is find the extra energy, the extra metal energy, and then we attack the Pidgeot on the bench with Pikachu. So we can Arven, go for Earthen Vessel, Powerglass, but I just rather do the Crispin. But we get Boss. Either way, we get whatever we need. Boss can be used for next turn, so that's alright. So we Arven. We Arven for Earthen Vessel and I think there's Powerglass still. Yep, there's Powerglass. We got it. We're there. Oh, good. Nothing to worry about, y'all. Nothing to worry about. It is a debate whether to evolve into Garvantula? Galvantula. Whatever way you say it. But either way, we are prime catchering the Pidgeot because I don't want them to get their cards. So we're going to make their lives as hard as possible. They have a low hand size. And another idea is wondering, can we hit the Pillow-Swine the next turn? We possibly can. So I think the best thing to do is evolve into the Galvantula in order for that to be an absolute guarantee. But for now, assuming that their next top deck will not be an Iono, that's going to be super lucky if they end up having it. But overall, we will just Topaz Bolt for the knockout on Pidgeot, and bada bing, bada boom, we take away the extra different sorts of energy because we're just built different, and then the Powerglass effect will happen, and we will definitely get the metal energy because we have lots of energy in our hand. They didn't do anything, so I just skipped over to my next turn. We will retreat, and then put that up, and then we will attach the energy up there. But wait, there's more. We boss's orders. The Pillow-Swine. A bit excessive, but at the same time, if they had like a good top deck, they could get Mamoswine and then they could get a chain reaction going. So that's why I just decided to boss up the Pillow-Swine, and bada bing, bada boom. They will concede soon. Yep. So now we're in the second match with Dragapult. We have two Dreepies, and they just used the Buddy Buddy Poffin. And what's up? What's on the agenda for today? We got Badoo. Hello. So Badoo is a very, very strong Pokemon in the format with Itchy Pollen, but the good thing about our deck right now with Joltik Boxes is that we don't rely on electric generators as much as the previous format did, so Joltik is a really good Pokemon to set up other things with. So isn't that a beautiful thing looking at Joltik? Very nice, very nice. We love Joltik. We stand Joltik on this channel. So yeah. And did I tell you, by the way, that my friend gave me this list? Well, the only thing I switched was the fourth Ultra Ball for the Switch because I personally don't like a lot of Ultra Balls. I prefer 2 or 3 because it's kind of a waste of space, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. That's probably a hot take. But yeah, I think the Switch has me because what if I can't get Latias? So hey, maybe you could consider taking away the fourth Ultra Ball for something else too. So overall, they're just taking their time. We got Arven. Arven to probably get other Ultra Balls or maybe other ways to get energy. Maybe it will be a Pokégear. I don't know. But it'll be It'll be figured out eventually. Sure. Sure. So we got the Earthen Vessel. Got some way to get some more energy. Just get the energy going. Feel the vibe. Feel the strength of the deck. Heart of the cards. What's it gonna be? Alright. So we got the lightning energy on my Joltik, and I have had different sorts of energy placement. I know I'm gonna get Badooed. There's no way, shape, or form. But on the bright side, I could just attach the energy to the Iron Hands and then just amp. So even if they had a Bravery Charm on the Badoo, we would just amp. That's it. GG's. Dunzo. Goodbye. Everything under the sun. Alright, itchy pollen. We're good. We're good. I know this is gonna be a weird play, but I'm gonna attach the energy, and I am debating on whether to put Mew or not, but it's a counter catcher target, so I won't put the Mew EX down, and I'll just Iono him. I am a little bit scared about this because the fact that Joltik is such an easy prize to take with this deck. Like, bro, why? Why did Joltik have to be such an easy prizer? But anyways, we retreat, go to the Iron Hands, and then amp for the knockout on Badoo, and we take the first two prizes while they still need to take every prize. So we just let them go through their recon directives, and I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a little bit scary from here on out because it's gonna be hard to set up a Joltik without consequences, if that makes sense. And I would need Lillie's Clefairy in order to make my board stronger. But I can't put Lillie's Clefairy down too early, or else it will just be a counter catcher target, or it's so easy to take so many prizes all at once. So the idea now is to boss, because the good thing about Dragapult is unless there's a Defiance ban on a Dragapult in this board state, there's no way they're gonna knock out my Iron Hands. Good thing that has 230 HP. So yeah, the plan now is to just boss up the Dracloak, and then we get 4 prizes, and then they get their first prize, then they get 4 prizes the following turn. All we really need to do is figure out a way to get all the Pokemon I want in one setting. So I want Lillie's Clefairy. I didn't exactly check whether we have Lillie's Clefairy prized or not, but overall, I'm pretty proud of the way I set this up, because I'm not gonna lie, Dragapult is the matchup. When I was talking to my friend about playing this deck on a video, this was the matchup. Besides Guardy, I always don't like facing Guardy regardless. This was the matchup that I was more apprehensive about, because the Joltik is so easy to take. It's so easy to take advantage of little baby Joltik. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit disheartening about how easy it is. But we'll figure it out one thing at a time. And as Joltik freezes off in the distance, I will just tell you in advance, I am sorry about the frame rate. I don't know how to fix it. I've looked through every website, every Reddit, every technical website. It's still not fixed. So, um, there's that. And also, I'm really enjoying playing with the deck. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Joltik Box is pretty interesting and fun when you get to, you know, uh, set up and have that ideal setup. That's just the beauty about doing stuff. So we go through Crispin. Let's see if Lily's Clefairy's there. Just to double check. We gotta double check, y'all. Double checking is always important. Is it there? It's not there. It's so not there. That's not good. Alright, Fezandipiti. We'll get Fezandipiti down. That is extremely unfortunate. Like, this is not what I wanted. Oh my gosh. But the bright side is we could just boss and it's like nothing happened. So we will flip the script first. Flip the script, see what we got. Okay, I should Super Rod. I should Super Rod, but I think we'll just see what happens. If they Iono me, they Iono me. If they don't Iono me, they don't Iono me. And we'll just boss up the Dracloak because of Recon Directive draw power. And highly doubt, I highly doubt that they want to, like, do they want to hit my thing? Okay. Wait, hold on. What do I do with the energy? I have to attach energy in this turn, so I'm going to take away Miraidon. Because Miraidon, I don't need another Miraidon in the matchup. Like, just one Miraidon per matchup to get the Joltik and Pikachu, whatever, Pokemon of choice is good enough. Good thing is that we have the Psychic Index. Bad news is that we have to be lucky, and once I take these two prizes, Clefairy has to come out of the discard. Oh my god, no. This is so cringe, bro. But we will be fine. And I realized that putting iron hands down is a mistake, but it might be beneficial. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking with that. So we're just gonna let them Phantom dive us, wait it out, let them Phantom dive. And, oh, they're just gonna boss Pikachu to get that 4 prize turn. Of course, of course. So they're gonna boss his orders Pikachu, get their 4 prizes, because I would do 4 prizes too. And seeing my board state, it is pretty weak. But on the bright side, I did not boss I did not put down Clefairy, and they would have totally knocked me out. So, this is good, this is good. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. I believe in the deck. Harder the cards, harder the cards. So, we should Super Rod first. That's the good play. But I Crispin because I'm stupid. So, we will thin out our deck with the energies. So, 1 water because Wellspring's in his deck and 1 lightning. We go for the we go for whatever. It really doesn't matter at this point. Either way, I get the energy on Clefairy. The matter is there a way to get my free retreat? I have to get a retreat. Give me the retreat. My rescue board, thanks Pikachu, is in the discard pile. So, oh yes, baby. Alright, perfect. We take away Joltik and the Arven, and then we go for Latias. We gotta get the Latias so we could attack with Clefairy. Pretty simple, actually. So we put Latias onto the bench, and then we will retreat into the Clefairy. I mean, of course, it's a guaranteed word choice to say that we will attack Chi Energy, but we push Clefairy to the front, and then Full Moon Rondo the Dragapult. Goodbye, good riddance, this, that, and the other. We beat the best deck in format, baby. Alright, so another best deck in format. I mean, I went first, so I had no idea what I was playing against. So we are just going to do it like any other game. So we have Joltik, we have the Iron Hands. So Iron Hands is good because of the fact that we can just hit it, like, not hit it, but we could just accelerate all of our energy to Iron Hands and then just have other resources, work with other things. So it's a debate. Do we focus on getting a Pikachu EX or do we focus on just set up in general. So I focus on getting set up in general because I can't do anything this turn anyway. And in my defense, I did not know whether this was the deck that could literally thrive on being second. So I didn't bench the other Joltik down for the exact reason of I was too scared to get donked, and I was too scared if it was Dragapult, it would be an easy 6 prizes. Maybe not necessarily turn 1, but eventually. So we got Secret Box, so that definitely indicated either Poison Donk, but seeing the bench right in front of you, as you see right here on the screen, it is a Guardy deck, because I know Poison Archaludon tends to do secret box as their ace spec. At least the guys at my locals do it that way. So that was my thought process. But overall, being Bedewed kind of sucks, especially since I can't really use Artisan to my advantage. I already have the other Joltik in hand, and I don't want to put the other Joltik down, to be honest with you. So we just prize check through the deck, see what Artisan is doing for us. Then we do the Crispin. We Crispin and just hit it. We just hit the something. We just hit the oh, my brain's not working right now. We just attach to the front and then go to the back. It's fine. We will just area 0 to bump the Artisan. And then we will just, on top of bumping the Artisan, the area 0 allows us to restart for 1. It's a Crispin again, so that would be good for next turn. Maybe. Maybe not. Like, I wish I had a better board state. Like, my board state is pretty weak compared to my opponent's. But my opponent, it's not pretty. It's not bad as I'm making it out to be. But I split the energies just in case I need to for the later game. Because it's good to split, it's good to put everything on an iron hands, but at the same time, if your iron hands gets knocked out prematurely, that means your Pokemon will, I don't want to say not thrive, it's more the, I don't know, but we get Iono, so I just did that as a safety. I probably will be, oh, that's so messed up. Hey, that's so messed up. No. Oh, this is so strange. I can't amp now. Oh, maybe I should have not split the energy. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, oh boy. We can go for another jolting charge. That might be more ideal. We don't necessarily need to attack this turn. That's what I've kind of figured out. So, yes, we are Itchy Pollen. Would we want to get 2 prizes right away? Absolutely. But at the same time, they can't knock a lot of things out. So, it's not like they can counter catch her or do all that jazz. I don't know. So we Arven. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But for now, I think getting the Earthen Vessel and Rescue Board for future turns, because I don't know. I need a throwaway card if I'm gonna be real and honest with you. So Rescue Board is throwaway card for me. So we get Pikachu. We're taking advantage of our Area 0, but we're not benching anything. So we go through another Iono. Can I get an energy this time? Oh my gosh. It gives me everything but the things I don't want. So that's fine. We get to knock out Badoo. We get to knock out something next turn. Because my course of action is not to necessarily go for Curlia. It's to go for the Monkey Dory. So they definitely got a Gardevoir due to the mishap about not attaching energy, that extra energy. So I see why people don't want to split and just put everything on Iron Hands, but I was being careful. I was just trying to be careful. It sucks. It really does suck, man. So they will just Psychic Embrace to the Fluttermane, and then the Monkey Dories will just try to break the Resolute Heart thing. I mean, it's not hard. It's not. We could easily just wreck this opponent still. It's fine. And then all I'm really gonna do is just put Miraidon up there and let him Hex Hurl me. I mean, again, they can't knock it out. They can't. It's not like they can retreat and do stuff. So yeah, it ends up being my turn later, and then we do the boss's orders. It's tempting to go for Curlia, I get that, but at the same time, Monkey Dory is the bigger threat. Like, the Monkey Dories have already done their job, but I just gotta hit the Monkey Dory for the Ampy very much. It's just the way it's just how my brain works, okay? That's how it kind of goes in a way. And then I was thinking you also to put down Ursaluna. I mean, normally I do not like playing with it. I almost took Ursaluna out of this list, but I wanted to honor my friend's deck list because I'm not a fan of Ursaluna in decks. For me, it is me. Like, I know it's seen overall play, but with my standard of play and my luck when it comes to like starting hands and all that jazz, if I started with Ursaluna, I would cry. Like, because it's just inconvenient. Like, everyone who plays the Pokemon TCG knows how inconvenient starting off with Ursaluna can be. Like, what if you don't play Turo? What if you're that person that took away a Turo? And that Turo was very vital because of the Ursaluna thing. So, it's just like, why? But overall, back to the match. So, they research, get Fezandipiti down, flip the script. So, will they counter catcher me or will they not counter catcher me? That's the question. Excuse me. So we will wait for them. They will probably Hex Hurl me again just to like distribute damage counters over time. Maybe they'll stall me. I don't know. Maybe they'll stall me by putting the other Iron Hands up. I don't know. Okay, we got Artisan, so my stadium's out, and I should have benched Ursaluna so I could have gotten rid of a liability. I would have probably gotten rid of Miraidon. Okay, so they're putting Gardevoir up, which is expected, and all they really need to do now is a Brain to my active, and then they can knock out my active out. But will they do that? I don't know. Will they do that? That's a question. Will they do that, or are they just trying to weaken it even further for another potential big move? So Miracle Force, okay, doesn't knock me out. We're safe. So unfortunately, like they're gonna get it to a 4 prize turn. Like, it is possible for them to get 4 prizes this following turn. So it's gonna be hard for me to strike back. So the main concern I'm gonna do is attach energies to the Pokemon that I know they won't target. And I will literally I can Crispin actually. That's might be a good idea. Crispin, I don't have anything. That really does suck. But we can topaz bolt, which is super ideal. So we got rid of one guardian, now we're down to 2 prizes. And honestly, if they don't Badoo me, let's just say if they don't Badoo me, I can use the bear for the first time in my life. Video or off camera, just practicing for tournaments of the week. The first time ever I can use an Ursaluna. But turns out that we are stuck making a super raw decision. They're stuck making a super raw decision. So, what's it gonna be? What are they gonna put back? I know they had to put down a psychic, maybe a potential monkey dory. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I think so. So, they're taking a while to do the super raw decision, but I really want to I really do want to do the Ursaluna play. I really want to do the Ursaluna play, everyone. Like, it would be so fantastic to finally use a Luna for once. We could literally take a 4-prize turn this turn. So legit. Oh my gosh, we got Iono. Ah. Oh, this has gotta be the worst 2 cards I could possibly have. And they put up my. Oh my gosh, they put up my Latias. That means I can't retreat. This is exactly why I put a switch. Like, if I include Latias in the deck, it's having a actual switch in the deck. So they're just trying to increase the damage on my Miraidon. And then they may take away my Iron Hands. Please. I kind of regret distributing the energy the way I did now. But they take away my Iron Hands, so I get a bench base for something, right? Now, can I get the sauce? No, it sucks. We will put the teal mask down. I mean, not teal mask, Wellspring down. We'll restart for 1. Will it be a good card? Arven, not fun. Now, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Oh yeah, oh gosh. This is so hard. What do I pick? This is so bad. Oh no. Whatever. This will be okay, right? No big deal. We just gotta get Miraidon and get our energy going. Get the energy from the Earthen Vessel. Oh boy. What have I done? So, the good thing about it is that Monkey Dory's, Monkey Dory can't really do much now, in my personal opinion. But all we could really do is, yeah, this is why switching is important. As you can always see, I almost rage quit. I almost rage quit, oh my gosh. Because, yeah, Guardy is the ultimate comeback deck. Dragon Ball, most popular deck in format, but Guardy, oh my gosh, I hate to say it, but it might be the best deck in format due to how versatile it is. But overall, this is fine. They just hit me for 190. And all I need to do, in all honesty, is hope that I could get everything I need. I want Ursaluna. I want Ursaluna and Prime. That's literally all I want here. So, okay. We got this. It's showtime! So, can we get a boss? Ugh, gross, no. I mean, I have no choice but to get my Prime Catcher here. I have no choice but to use Prime Catcher. No choice but to use Prime Catcher because of the fact that Oh, my only angle right now is to sob. I wish I was joking, but you know I'm not. Yeah. So all I really can do, because they used the Turo earlier, is sob the Fezandipiti. You can't retreat. They'll have to literally draw a deck until they find another Turo or a manual switch, which most guarders, legit no Guardy player besides me, has. Like, they don't play switches. They don't play actual switches. I don't know why Guardy players are so against playing actual switches, but it has saved my butt more times than I can count. So, yeah, I advocate for using switches in tournament decks. Like, even with Joltik, literally, no one plays an actual switch. And as you can see by the restart, it really does break my heart. It's like, Avatar Clash, don't use me. Don't use me. You could take me out when you create your own Joltik Box deck, which is fine. All we have to do is hope that we win, and let's see. They do Adrenabrain. It's not like they can knock anything out at a timely rate, so yeah, all we can do is sob, sob, sob until we find enough energy, and that will. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Please like and subscribe. Hopefully you appreciated Spaz's Joltik Box deck. Please check out his channel. And please subscribe to me to help me reach my 3K goal. And I will see you soon for more fun. Thank you.